some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Trying to escape. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun to give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the 1st down and more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Nicholson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after... There he goes! He's all the way down to the 3. Showing it all on that run. The Utes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DB.
He lost one down the sideline. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the defense. Touchdown, Wyoming! Extra point here will tie the game. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And he's going to bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know.
Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wilson will throw. Pocket breaking down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The quick out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now they'll run the draw. Got some room after the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wilson to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put...
Turning it on! He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He'll start this drive firing. grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin has just had no answers today, and I'm not sure you could put J.J. Watt back out there inside Camp Randall and expect a different outcome. They're trailing by 21 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wilson will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Nicholson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Utes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Johnson wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get three before the break. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude substitute adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Catch in the middle, it's Pace. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Searching forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wilson to pass. Looking down the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Gets the back moving. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try the run. There he goes. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
You got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now adjusting. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. He's loose. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utah!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Utes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wilson will throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is defensive.
Turning it on! He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, Getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Moving away from pressure. He'll throw it. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wilson to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Robinson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, the defense clamped down on that third down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. It looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now that they had in mind to start this. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job.
Quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But
he'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wilson will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
Looking for a push on 4th down. To the 15, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And the punishment has been extended. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they.